Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Welcome into my beauty stash. Today I am so excited because I'm playing with another sparkly goodness eyeshadow palette, and that comes to us from one of my favorite indie brands, and that is Sugar Drizzle. Sugar Drizzle is about to drop their Sugar Dreams. This is a pastel duochrome and sparkly shimmer shade palette full of 9 gorgeous shades. So if you like pastel, which I'm trying to be pastel over here with the lip color. This is from Half Magic Beauty with my little tie-dye shirt on. And I am so sleepy, guys. I don't even know how I'm sitting down to film this. It's not late. It's like 7 in the evening, but I woke up really early and I've just been dragging since like 1 this afternoon. So if my eyes look tired, it's because I'm tired, but I'm here to play with makeup. I have been wanting to film with this all day long, and now I finally have time to sit down with it. I'm going to be creating 3 looks with this gorgeous palette. I have already swatched it, and if you follow me on Instagram, which I hope all of you do, then you saw my Instagram reel where I hand swatched this palette. This palette is just adorable. I was gifted this palette by Sugar Drizzle, so thank you so much, Nikki, the owner of Sugar Drizzle, for thinking of me and sending this cute palette my way. She also sent out the new makeup bag, and of course, what do we put in our makeup bag? Brushes. So I'll be using these brushes in today's look. All of this, guys, retails for $30 on the Sugar Drizzle website. There are 6 different brushes and the bag. This retails for $30. I'm not too sure yet how much the palette is going to be. This is dropping on Saturday, June 18th at 2 p.m. CST, which would be 3 p.m. EST, and then that would be 12 p.m. PST. So the details will be in the description box of today's video. I don't have a code with Sugar Drizzle, but I'll find one from one of my friends and I'll put their code. That way you can save 10% off in case you choose to order this. Maybe you want to pick up the bag with the brushes or anything else you find on their website. You guys know I have been reviewing all of the latest Sugar Drizzle palettes. I have just fallen in love with the brand, and I'm really excited for this Sugar Dreams Duochrome Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. And for those of you who it's your first time here on my channel, first and foremost, welcome. My name is Steff. Love to have you as a subscriber, so please do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, and if you do enjoy watching today's video, I would appreciate you give it a thumbs up on your way out. As usual, guys, all the makeup that I'm wearing on and off camera will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those things might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much, guys, because it really does help support this channel. But let's get started. I'm about to create 3 looks with the new Sugar Dreams palette from Sugar Drizzle. If you want to see how they're going to come out, keep on watching. And guys, if I forget to tell you the lip color, I know I told you it's from Half Magic Beauty, but this is it right here. The lipstick shade is Mouth Cloud. Oh, that's the name of the product. And the shade is called Angel Rave. And I just put a little Wet n Wild clear lip gloss. This is the one from the Care Bears collection. I added that on top. And this is the look. Not too sure if it's going to go with every single look I do, but you know, I felt like trying to do something different. So what are we gonna do? We have 9 gorgeous shades. We have a green, which I am super excited about. Let's see. So I pulled out 2 palettes from Game Beauty. This one I haven't used. This one is their Fantasy palette, and this is a pastel palette. I do have a code with Gain Beauty. I think it's Steff or Steff10. I'll have it down here and it's in the description box in case you want to pick up that E01 brush that I'm always using, which I will likely use in a couple minutes. Or maybe you want to buy this palette, and I'm also going to be incorporating the Adventure palette. I'll show you that in a second. But I think we're going to start off doing something blue first, and then maybe we'll save the green for the second look. So I was holding that upside down. Let's start with this shade first. I'm going to pack that in the crease, and then I'm gonna go in, kind of just want to stay using mattes since obviously we have a lot of sparkly shades in the Sugar Drizzle palette. So I think I'm gonna just focus on using these two matte shades. This is not a matte, this is like a satin. So I'll start first with this one right here. This one's called Icy Fantasy. And let's see, I'm gonna use one of these brushes to apply. I think I'll use this one right here. Does it have a number? No, there's no numbers on it, but this is what it looks like. It's just a synthetic blender. Like a first impression of two palettes and brushes. That's pretty cool. And I love that they're all indie brands too. I know a lot of you are excited for this release. I'm always excited when my favorite indie brands release sneak peek new products. You guys just saw me review and create 4 looks with the new Gourmand Girls Radioactive palette. That palette, wow. That is their best yet. I was so blown away by that palette. I believe... I'm not too sure when you guys are seeing this video, but that palette from Gourmand Girls might be live already. That drops at 12 a.m. on June 14th. Love this. Love that shade of blue. Okay, I know we're not here for the Game Beauty palette, but hey, it's my first time using it, so just indulge me a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with that darker blue shade. That darker blue is called Courage. And I think I'm going to try using this little brush. It feels, let's see. Well, let me try it first. If I need to change it, I'll change it. Okay, I like this brush. I just don't really like it for what I'm doing with it. Just because it has that point. But, you know, it did a pretty decent job. I like the shade of blue that we have. Okay, so let me put this one away. Let's go into the Sugar Drizzle palette. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like this shade swatched so beautifully. So did this one. They all did. They all did. How can I even pick a favorite? And some of them are textured. You can see that there's some that have a little bit more texture than others. What should we do? Should we start with a textured? Let's see. Let me start with this shade. The shade is called Yum Yum. Now, in this brush set, I don't know that this brush would work. I'll try it, but this would not be the style of brush that I would use for these shadows. So I picked it up. I am going to spray it with some setting spray. But if I don't like the way it applies it, I'm going to just go back to my Refer 21. Oh, that's doing good. I don't know about you guys, but I really have been enjoying these like full-on duochrome, multi-chrome, you know, special shimmer palettes so much more than I do like individual singles. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like I have some Terra Moons shadows and they're just, I mean, they're showstoppers, like they're beautiful, but I find that I don't reach for them as much. Like I reach for stuff, I guess, in a pre-made palette more than I do like in a Z palette that I just kind of, you know, randomly put together. I don't know. Are you guys the same way? Let me know in the comments. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so this brush did a good job. I am going to go down to this shade next. This one is called Shooting Star, and I'm just going to flip the brush around and spray it again. Now this is going to be more of a smoother shade. Oh, wow. See, it didn't look like that at all in the pan. I don't know if Millie from Bad to the Brow has done her video on this yet, but she will show you exactly what the shifts look like. She has a special way. I do not know how to do that. That is her specialty, and I'm not even gonna try to attempt. I'm just here to create looks, to have fun on a rather amateur level. I will say that what I got in this inner corner definitely didn't look like what's in the pan, and that's part of the fun of just trying out like these duochromes and multichromes and stuff like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the dark blue matte from the Fantasy palette just to the outer corner. Just lightly blend up here. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use the same, actually no, I'm gonna switch brushes. We have a smaller one. And I'm gonna go into this matte pink in the Fantasy palette. This one is called Dreamland. I'm gonna put that down here. We're gonna go into this shade down here. This one's called Sugar Overload. And I'm gonna keep on using the same brush. I am gonna spray it. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm like tempted to take it all the way, but I think I'm just gonna contain myself and just stop there. I also feel like I do with Gourmand Girls that Sugar Drizzle has just been getting better and better and better. Like, wow. Personally for me, I love the palettes. I love their 9-pan palettes that contain like a couple matte shades just so that you can have like a complete palette. But hey, I'm not complaining about this at all. These shades that I've used are beautiful. Let me add some liner and mascara. Don't know that I'm gonna fuss with lashes today. We'll see, we'll see. And I'll be right back to show you this first look with Sugar Dreams. All right, guys, here's the completed look number 1. No lashes. I'm not gonna do lashes with these looks. So the mascara I'll be using is this one of my favorites from L'Oreal, the Voluminous Noir Balm Mascara. For the top lash line, I went in with one of my favorite eyeliners, the Neon Shockwave liner from LA Girl. This one is in the shade Electric. And for the lower waterline, I went in, it's actually a lip product from Half Magic Beauty. This is their Sculptitude 2-in-1 lip liner crayon. So on one side it's pink, which is obviously what I used for the waterline. And then on the other side, it's like a periwinkle blue. I probably could have used either or, but since I had some pink down here, I thought the pink would work better, but you'll probably be seeing me use this again in today's video. So far, the brushes that I used have been pretty good. They've been getting the job done. I'm fairly surprised because I thought I was gonna have maybe a little hiccup or two with these brushes, but so far, I think everything is just working, pairing beautifully. I did get a little bit of fallout, but you know, it's no big deal. It's a sparkly shade, and so what if a little bit of sparkle falls on the face? That's no big deal to me. Let's jump over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go into this palette right here. This is the Adventure palette. And I'm gonna use the green because there's that green shimmer in here that I want to play with. So I think I'm just gonna be focusing on these 2 green shades. Perhaps the brown, we'll see, but I'm gonna start with this in the crease, and this shade is called EXP. So here's the brush from Sugar Drizzle that I'm gonna use. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I'd use this palette either from Game Beauty. Oh my goodness. I remember when they had their latest palette come out, they sent me that one, and then they ended up sending me, you know, all of the other ones that had been out previously. And I know I got a chance to play around with 2 of them, and I always meant to play around with the one I just used, the pastel one, but I just never got around to it. Well, today's the day. All right, so I like that. I like that shade of green a lot. I'm gonna keep on with the same brush, and now I'm gonna go in with this other shade. This one is called Level Up. I really do enjoy Game Beauty as a brand. They sent me their brushes. Their brushes are pretty good, guys. Y'all have seen me use them. I was just talking about the E01. But yeah, I've really been enjoying them. They sent me some highlighters. The highlighters are pretty good, but I've really been liking their eyeshadow palettes. I like the whole concept, you know, and I love like the size and overall design of it. That's just pretty cool. I know this video is not about Game Beauty, but you know, again, indulge me. This is the first time I'm using this palette. All right, so now we're gonna go into Sugar Dreams, and we're just gonna dive into this green shade. It's called So Tasty. I'm gonna go back in with this brush. I am gonna spray it. Let's just put that all over the lid. Why not? This is beautiful. Wow, I mean, what more could I add to make this look even more beautiful, you know? For the lower lash line, let's see, what do I have in this palette? Let's use, this is kind of like a shimmer, so I think I'm gonna try and use it anyway, and then I'm gonna place one of these Sugar Drizzle shades on top of it. So I am gonna spray my brush when I use the shade. The shade is called Boss. And I'm taking that on a damp Rephr 26. Now on that same Rephr 26, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This shade is called Sweet and Sleepy, just like me right now, sweet and sleepy. I am spraying the brush. Wow, so I get a little bit of fallout. I'm going to add some more of that purple shade from the Game Beauty palette, Boss. All right, now I want to try a little bit of Let's Eat Cake because I'm looking at it at this angle and it looks like a really pretty like teal, but then when you see it, I feel like you can see maybe like a light blue and pink. So I'm just gonna get some with my finger. Place it right here in the middle. I don't know if it's gonna do anything because that green is pretty intense. This is a very smooth shade. The green was a little bit more textured, which is fine. I don't mind either way. But yeah, that just added a little something extra to it. Let me go ahead and add those finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. All right, guys, so here's the completed look number 2. So I used this palette. This is from Beauty Bay, and this is a Techna Days Aqua Days or Aquavated liner palette, and obviously I used the green shade that's in here. So all I do is I just spray using my Hydro Bio Mist from Bioderma. I just sprayed a little bit in the pan. I got my angled brush from Morphe. This is the M217. Dipped in there and then just did the best I could with the wing. These wings are not trying to be even the same. This is totally different. But yeah, I thought that was a really fun look. For the lower waterline, not really sure if I picked the right shade there, but I went in with this one from Urban Decay, which I don't know that they make this shade anymore. This one is called Jolt. It was from one of their collections. I don't remember, so not too sure it's still available. I'll just have it linked to the Urban Decay website because that's where you can find pretty much all the shades, and if it's there, I love these things. These are fantastic. Same mascara, and that's it. That completes look number 2. So I'm gonna have to wash off this one and I will come back and we'll start creating the third and final look with the Sugar Dreams palette. All right, guys, so for the third look, I haven't used Heavenly Treats. I haven't gone in with Shooting Star, and I haven't used Sweet Dreams. Have I used Candy Clouds? I don't think I've used Candy Clouds. So I have about 3 or 4 shades that I need to use. So what palette am I gonna go in with? Let's see. So I'm gonna go back in with the Fantasy palette, and I'm gonna use this pink shade right here. This pink shade is called Dreamland. And I'm taking the shade on another one of these Sugar Drizzle brushes. I'm gonna add that yellow, that pale matte yellow from this palette to the inner corner. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with Heavenly Treats, and I'm gonna start working that out here. Now I'm gonna go in with Sweet Dreams. Same brush, I'm just flipping it over. And I am gonna spray it again. Ooh, look at that. Now I'm gonna go in with Candy Clouds. I feel like these two shades are very similar. I mean, they look different in the pan, but when you put them on the eye, I feel like they're a little similar. I'm picking up Sweet Dreams with my finger. Like it looks like orange in the pan, but then when you put it on, it looks different. I mean, it's beautiful. It just looks a little different. And then this shade I put out here, which was Heavenly Treats. I kind of lost that one there. I'm gonna go into back into the palette. I'm gonna try adding this shade. Add a little bit of that out here. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take some of that same shade. It's called Maj. Just bring it down a bit. And a little bit more Dreamland, the pink. Okay, now for the inner corner, there's an orange in here called Faith. I'm gonna pick up some of that shade. That's gonna tie in perfectly. Now I'm gonna try going in with Heavenly Treats again, since that's the shade I feel like I kind of lost on the outer corner. I'm gonna spray the brush and see what that looks like right here. Okay guys, I'm gonna add the finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 3. All right guys, so here's the completed look number 3. For the purple liner, I went in with this new one from bPerfect. This is their Potted Glossy Gel Liner. This one is in the shade Mogul, and it's obviously a really pretty purple. For the lower waterline, I went in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Bay Breeze, same L'Oreal mascara. And this is a completed look. I had lots of fun playing with this pastel Duochrome palette. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and share with you guys my final thoughts. Alright guys, so after creating 3 looks with the new Sugar Drizzle Sugar Dreams palette, if you love pastels, you're gonna have to get this palette. I mean, this is a Duochrome special shimmer formula palette dedicated to pastels, and this is going to pair perfectly with all of your pastel palettes. Natasha Denona over here from Game Beauty. Which other ones am I missing? The Nomad Paradise Islands palette, that's kind of like a pastel palette. The Harajuku palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I mean, the list goes on and on. The new Techna Days, where is it? The new Techna Days over here, I could have used this one too, from Beauty Bay. I mean, this palette right here, perfect for those. Perfect. Even perfect for your more primary color, your deeper palettes. This is just one of those palettes that's going to be a multi-use purpose. But for me, I feel like this is just the perfect complement to these nice pastel, ethereal looks. And I had a lot of fun, obviously, working with this palette. What I loved about like these lighter shades is that I could always bring in like a fun pop of color. Purple liner, green liner, orange liner. I mean, pretty much whatever you want to do, you have full range with the palette. The only thing I will say about this palette is that when I was swatching it, this row looked very similar. They all looked a little too similar to one another, and I don't know, I kind of felt like maybe 1 or 2 shades could have been switched out, or maybe the shifts could have shifted in a different way. The formula is fantastic. I mean, you're gonna get the amazingly great formula that Sugar Drizzle has. It was just, for me, I guess Heavenly Treats was the only one that I was like, I don't know, I guess I expected just a little bit more from it. But other than that, guys, I mean, the green, Like, I buy this palette because of the green shade alone. Everything else is just stunning. Let Them Eat Cake was also another beautiful shade. This one right here, Candy Clouds, Sweet Dreams, that's the one I have over here. They're just all such beautiful shades, and I like that there's different textures in here. I also need to say that the brushes, where are all the brushes? The brushes did a great job, and they work perfectly with the matte shades I was using from the Game Beauty palettes and these beautiful shimmer and duochrome shades from the Sugar Drizzle palette. And the bag fits everything. Everything fits into this cute bag. Right now the bag and the brush set is on sale for $30. I don't have a price yet on the palette, but I would imagine the palette's gonna be like in the $40, $50 price range. I don't have a code with Sugar Drizzle, but again, I will be sure to find a code. I think Millie has one, so I will include her code in the description box. That way you can shop her affiliate code and show your support for her and for Sugar Drizzle. Again, this palette drops on Saturday, June 18th at 2 p.m. CST, which is 3 p.m. EST. So set your alarms, set your clocks so you're ready in case this new one from Sugar Drizzle has caught your attention and you love pastels. This is the palette for you. Let me know what you thought of today's video, guys. Are you team 1, 2, 3, none? Hopefully nobody is none. Leave it all in the comments down below and let me know if you're going to be picking this palette up. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.